Hey y'all. So I just saw the skit and I know y'all did. I know y'all did. Y'all saw that skit with old Angelina with that fakeness. Now you trying to use reverse psychology on that man trying to play like you sweet. That man been knowing you too long. He already know what you capable of. So you call him over there and when he comes in, she get all articulate and she wanna speak so well and eloquent, And first day she was like, thank you for coming. And he was like, what's going on? And she was like, Brody, I am going to do something that my ego often does not allow me to do. Okay, I know that we have been through a lot of ups and downs, and I know that you have gotten a house with Pam. Why would you do that, Brody? So Brody was like, look, Angelina, she felt like she needed another house. What she felt like, I'm your wife, so you don't care about what I feel. And she said, is that what you're telling me? She always with that, is that what you're telling me type stuff. And so she said, after everything that we've been through, all the small things, everything that really counts, Brody, I have been there for you. You have been there for me. Our family, kind, everything that we have. You going to throw that away because of, how she always do her fingers like this. Because of because of lustful desires. And so he looked at her and he was like, see what I mean, Angelina? What about you or your abuse? Yeah, you didn't put your hands on me, but you put your mouth on me. You're right about that. You're right about that, Angelina. And so she's talking, and I apologize. I don't always do things right. I've not done things right the way a wife should at all points in this relationship. But long as love is in the beginning and in the end, Brody, everything else in the middle, it takes care of itself. So he said, Angelina, like, the problem is things that you said to me, you put your mouth on me. Like, that hurts to my soul. She looking like she finna cry. Girl, stop faking. And she said, I'm sorry, but listen. And he come Brody again. But the Bible says life and death is in the power of the tongue. And she said, yes, and if you would just let me speak. She always with them fingers. If you would just let me speak, please hear me. There's things that we've been doing together for years, that God has called us to do as a family. Thanksgiving is coming. And every year we go and we feed the poor and we do it together as a family. So, Brody, this is something important that we honor God and we do what He has called us to do. So I'm just asking you, my love, holding his face, my sweetheart, my rock, what are we gonna do? What's it gonna be like for us? That man got in his car and drove off. And then she talk about, and cut. Girl, quit faking. Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Girl, quit faking. Because first of all, you doing this only because he has gotten a place with Pam. Once he get a place with Pam, that's like a settling thing. And on top of that, you done talked to this man like he was a child in the street. You threw him out. You done done all kind of things. Now, if you really honored your marriage like you did, you wouldn't have been in Shayla business so much, paying so much attention to Shayla and Anthony business because Anthony got money. Then your man told you, Brody told you, pay attention to your man. You never did. So when he gets up and you finds out that he's coming home late or whatnot, you throw his stuff out. You tell him to get out. So now you got to change your heart. But that man know he been with you a long time, 20 plus years. He know that personality that you got, that turning on and turning off, he's seen that so many times. That man said, you ain't finna have me break up with Pam, and then you still acting a fool, and I come back to this same foolishness. That's just what that is. So if he go back there, I will be surprised because, Angelina ain't wrapped up tight. Because one minute you praying, the next minute you try to cause havoc and chaos, and you love being in Shayla's business, love being in her business. That's the only thing that makes you happy because, see, you out hollering about you got a plan to hurt this person. You got a plan for Brody. You got a plan to do all this detrimental stuff to people, but then you turn around and want to pray. I can see if things is tough for you and everything and you praying, that's different. But see, you being a vigilant, you doing dirty and vindictive stuff. God is the author of love. He's not the author of war. He don't do confusion. So all that what you doing, stop playing with God. When you stop playing with God, things might happen better for you. Let me know what y'all think. I'll talk to y'all later.